Okay. There's kind of an issue in World of Tanks recently, and I think I just wanted to talk about it, maybe a little bit. So, this video, I'm just going to go over some of the rigging of the Marks of Excellence that's been going on the NA server. But to do that, we're going to have to define rigging. Rigging can be described as manipulating or controlling by deceptive or dishonest means the outcome of something. So in World of Tanks, this can be defined as achieving a goal by manipulating a game with others, whether this be personal missions or marks of excellence. So basically, there's a group of people going into the game on different teams working together for one goal. As the game gets older, the player base is obviously going to decline. And I think because of the decline in the NA server, we're now seeing this more and more, but it's also allowing us to catch them in the act a lot easier. And to be fair, it's very hard from wargaming standpoint to catch these people using an in-game anti-cheat system or in-game rigging system. There's nothing that they could really put in to catch this because it's basically soft inting. Soft inting is when you're not helping your team, but you're not throwing your tank away instantly. You're basically doing a couple shots of damage and surviving, but still letting someone kill you or still dying unnecessarily. That being said, this video is not meant to send hate towards anyone mentioned in the video or shown in the video. It's purely showing the collection of what players have sent to me, whether it be replays, pictures, DMs, related to the players that have been accused of this rigging epidemic that is taking over the NA server. Okay, this is Tomato GG. This site basically allows you to enter a username and you can see the stats of anyone on the server. So if I enter my own username, I could see my 24 hours, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, 60 days. You get the point. All my stats for these days. Okay, African Hula Dancer. His overall win rate, 1250. Overall win rate, 49.7. Which is okay, it's kind of average. If we look at color scales, we can see that he's playing probably at the bottom 1/3 of players. And if you go back here, we can see, wow, he had a really good day this day. 64 games, old tier 10, at 4618. Okay. Let's look at his overall tier 10s. And let's check his 1/8 and his tier 10s. This chieftain, one of the things he's accusing of rigging, is one of the higher ones on his account, 2700. Type 5 is below 2k, everything else is below 2000. We get to the 279E, it's above 2000. Now, if we go to the Manticore, wow, he has 4571 win rate in his Manticore with a 78% win rate. 3300 DPG, which is higher than most of his medium tanks. Almost higher than his CS DPG. And nothing even comes close in terms of win rate or average damage to this. So if we click on it, we can see he's 3-marked the tank in 64 games. His hit ratio in the Manticore is 92%. In the Manticore, his hit ratio is 92%. He's doing 3,300 damage per game. Okay. 3,300, maybe he just had a really good day. Maybe he's just, his aim was on that point. But if we go to Hall of Fame and we vehicle search Manticore, African Hula Dancer, a player with 1250 win rate, is on top for the Manticore for the month of November. Okay. Who's in second? Ace has no other name. Ace has no other name. This guy has 4,000 win rate and recents of 4,500. And let's go check his Manticore play tank. Manticore damage per game is 2,200. Okay. So you're saying a player with almost 3,000 more 1/8 is doing 1,000 less damage per game. And look right here, you could see it. 3,300, 2,200. And the crazy part about this now is that look at the assistance damage average. It's 4,100. Now, that's not impossible. Ace is playing very well. He's doing 3,100 game with 2,200 damage. That's 5k. This guy's doing 7k combined. 80% victories, 1,475 average base XP per battle is kinda high. And we could take a look at other things that my friend Afghan Hula Dancer has played and done very well in. Like this Chieftain, for example, one of the hardest tanks, or the hardest tank actually, to 3-mark on the server. And he had a session where he had 5k win rate, an 81% win rate, doing 5750 average damage per game. Now this number here is damage per game. Average damage per game, he's doing 5,700. Look at the 279. Same thing. 5,000, 75% win rate. He's playing at 4k win rate. Yes, there is a gradual increase to someone's win rate, right? So we can see right here. He's maybe slightly getting better over time. But these odd ones out are when he is rigging for marks. And how he is doing this, we could take a look. Okay, we're in the game with my friend Karaya, playing Scorpion Chief. Now, if you look at the enemy team and the team list, you can see a Chieftain, a T-57 Heavy, and an Object 140. On the enemy team, this STB, this T-57 Heavy, and this S-Conqueror. Now, this T-57 Heavy just pulled out in front of the Chieftain, the 140, and the 57, all in the same platoon. He's in a platoon with the other two guys. He's going to stop there, and this Chieftain is going to track him. After he tracks him, this guy and this guy will both kill him, as we will see. He is tracked, and now he's being killed. At the same time, look who's behind him. The same Super Kong and the same STB in his platoon. And this guy is looking at the ground. This guy is looking at the rock. They're not even playing the game. Then watch. The Super Kong wakes up after this guy dies. He pulls out to the same spot the T-57 Heavy was. Chieftain tracks him. 140 and 57 both pull out. They both start farming him. He gets killed. What do you think is gonna happen next? Of course, STP pulls out now. Same spot. Sits there. Chieftain pulls out. Aims for the track. Tracks him. At the same time, these guys are playing the game. This guy is shooting back once in a while, just to make it look like he's actually playing. He hasn't moved his tank at all since he got there. He's gonna stop. He missed his shot on a guy that he's rigging with. Okay. They send the 140 to go kill the pubs. And this guy's just gonna farm the STB. So basically he got 3 full tanks and their HP. All his damage and assist. Okay, we have another example here. This is the Chieftain, a Type 5, a 140, an E100, an S-Conk, and an STB. All trying to help this Chieftain get his marks. This Chieftain is anonymized. His name is Afghan Booty Sniffer. And this is my friend Magnum playing the Leo. He didn't notice through this whole game, he noticed after the game. But you could see the STB went and died here. The Type 5 and the Chieftain are tracking. The Chieftain is tracking everything here, which This is the whole platoon right here. Just conveniently, playing on the side where the chieftain is. And you can see the chieftain is tracking them and everyone else is killing them. They probably didn't get as much as they wanted this game because of all the puppies that were around, but it's still the same format as what they're doing. Now we could take a look at a couple other examples.
And now?
Yeah, that's really obvious.
Here comes the FB.
So, at this moment, the FB is side onto the chieftain, and he shoots the 277 instead of the FB.
That's pretty funny.
Like, what is that? What is that?
That's really blatant.
Like, really, man?
Yeah, you could
Please
definitely
don't
report them for that. That's blatant match fixing right there. How much did he do?
Like 6 point something K.
Up, and now the Leo goes out.
He's not even returning fire.
No?
No. And then the chieftain just farms him.
Well, he's tracking and these guys are helping kill. Then the 57 comes next.
Okay.
Tracks
Here
him.
comes the
And now
57.
here comes the 57.
Oh, they're not even returning fire. Already racks one of their teammates, lol.
Goes to the exact.
So basically that is what they're doing. They're using 2 platoons, chieftain is tracking. He has an autoloader and a medium tank, something with good DPM. To instant kill the other tank, the next tank drives out, they repeat the process over and over and over, game after game. We can also take a look at Commander Gregor here. He's an 1800 overall player, 53% win rate. Take a look at Commander Gregor's Chieftain, where he's had a surprisingly good session the last 2 months, where he's done 4600, 4600, 4700, 5k, 5.1k in 27 games. That's pretty good coming from a, 1800 overall player playing at 2500. Recent 1.8. And then if you look at all his other tier 10s, TPGs, everything after the Chieftain and the 279E is 2500 and below. So he's playing all these tanks terribly. With that Chieftain, he could pull out 4600 winning 5k sessions. Same with the Afghan Booty Sniffer, who is a little bit better player overall. 56% wins, 2400 1.8, but 24 hours. Let's see what he's played. Chieftain, shocking. He's got 6k DPG in his Chieftain. Okay, let's look at his overall games in his Chieftain. Chieftain, 3 marked. Okay, let's take a look. He's got 5.3k winning and 6,000 damage per game in his Chieftain. If we look at Chieftain for the month of November, we see Commander Gregor on top with 5,000 DPG and 3,000 assist, where the rest of pretty much top players on the server are doing 5k, this is me, 4.6k DPG, with max 1100 assist a game average. No one else even comes close to the amount of assists he's doing. And we could do the same thing for the 279E. We track the 279E. Well, oh wow, this Razorfist underscore TWB guy. He's got 3,500 average assists per game in this 279E with 4.5k damage. Now, if we look him up on Tomato, we can see that he is an 1100 1.8 player with a 49% win rate. Pulling stats in his 279E like he's one of the top players on the server. Better than any top player on the server. And has it 3 marked. The issue with this is it's becoming more and more popular to do this, as it's also becoming easier to catch these people because it's more popular. But wargaming, you need to step the fuck up and ban these people, or reset their marks, or do something to punish them because this is ridiculous. It shouldn't be happening in the game. Lots of people don't want to come back to the game when it's in a state like this, where a player with significantly lower player skill is cheating to get a result that a decent player is working their ass off every day to try and get. This is ridiculous. You need to wake up and do something about it.